Number one, regardless of what size you are, whether you're a small business, a medium business, a big business, a sole trader, you need a plan. And what I'm saying, you don't need a 100-page PowerPoint deck. It can be one page, understand why it is you exist. What are you doing? What are you doing? And so you can clearly tell your story. I reckon the best way to do that, your business plan should be your story. What's your story? I think that's number one. I think every business needs a story because that shows why you exist. And so when somebody asks you, why do you exist? You can say, here's my story. And it became really evident that people just didn't have that. Two, I think the other thing that really became really evident through the pandemic was a lot of people weren't really in control of their finances. And so it's really important to fully understand where you're at. And we've actually seen this trend playing out for quite some time. And you mentioned before how many small businesses do fail. You know, we've been tracking through Small Business Insights that at any point in time, roughly 50% of small businesses are not cash flow positive. They're surviving from 1 month to the next. And the problem with that is when you get an economic shock, such as the pandemic, it really hurts. So you need a plan to think about how am I going to survive for a period of time? What's my longer term sort of, medium to longer term strategy? The third one is digital. Digital is now. It's not, I touched on this before. It was very much in some circumstances a nice to have, unless you were a fully digital enabled business from day one. If you weren't that, it was kind of nice to have. It's now a have to have. People are going to look for you online now. I think consumer and buying behaviors we're already shifting. Absolutely. But now they've done a seismic shift. It's done a seismic shift. I mean, it's going to be fascinating to see what happens during the Christmas period coming up. I suspect it's going to be a digital Christmas is my gut feel. I mean, I think the digital online businesses will go through the roof in the next month or so as we head into Christmas. But I think that'll be a really big indicator of has this shift really happened, and I suspect it has.